everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wildcard round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Steelers going up against the Jets. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When the receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go. They run it again with Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner. But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep is Jeremy Ross. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Penn State. It's Christian Hackenberg.
And when you ask someone to describe their ideal quarterback by look, I think Christian Hackenberg fits the profile. Big, strong, physical kid, powerful right arm. You know that he can make any throw that you ask of him. All they're seeking from him is consistency now.
False start, offense.
And tough starting field position here. They go play action here on first down. To Decker over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 32 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First carry for Matt Forte. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
Hackenberg on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Penalty marker is down here.
Holding offense.
Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
3rd down now following the run. Third and long for Hackenberg. Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, this is Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd down and 4.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Play fake. Hackenberg backing up. All kinds of time. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Forte. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
Now Hackenberg finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Steelers now under 10th-year head coach Mike Tomlin. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Southern Miss. It's Austin Davis.
I've always had an appreciation for quarterbacks who know that they've been overlooked, and they don't let that bother them. They continue to go ahead and fight and scratch and claw and find their way. And Austin Davis personifies that in the NFL.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Davis now. He's got time. Davis fighting. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The NFL on EA Sports by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They begin the drive with Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A very solid gain of 27. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And now a first down following that long gain. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Leonard Williams excited people in his college career because he played defensive end and defensive tackle. And most of us in evaluating him thought D-tackle was his best spot because he'd use his overwhelming quickness to great advantage against guards and centers to rush the passer. That's his 2nd sack of the game.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action now, Hackenberg. And there's a flag on the field. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Still 2nd down.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2nd down, Hackenberg. And there's a flag on the play. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete.
Holding offense. Still 2nd down.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Following the penalty, it's Forte. A beautiful fake. And he'll go. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll give it up to Forte. Oh, what a juke into space. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the ground by Forte. 74 yards. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll throw now with Hackenberg. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Third and goal, Hackenberg. He's got his tight end, Daniels, for a Jets touchdown. Owen Daniels from 4 yards out, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back.
And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Forte, the lone running back. First down, Hackenberg. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Final play of the half, Hackenberg. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Folk's kick is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Jets have done a good job today stepping up, and they lead after 2. The Steelers came into today's game coming off an impressive win, but they'll need to turn it around to find their way back in the win column. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. We go now to early in the second. Forte gonna get clear of the defense here, and he'll take this 75 yards for the score, pushing the lead to 10.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. A running play now for Forte. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And that'll bring up a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Hackenberg. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Davis now. James has got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Williams. Penalty marker is down here. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Still second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And there's a flag on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And this is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out now come the Jets. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Eric Decker, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. open. That's Marshall. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Hackenberg. And there's a flag on the play. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Another pistol look here.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game. It's trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Matt Forte as he gets set to go and heads back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Davis now, and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So the offense has it 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time in the pocket. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding time. Trying to lay one up deep. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Getting set to go again, Christian Hackenberg and company back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A give. This is Forte. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the pistol, Forte. And able to work his way down to the 16. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. 1st down, Hackenberg. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off, Jarvis Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. They weren't able to complete that attempt, and that was a heck of an attempt there from the shadow of their own goal line. But that tells you how much confidence they have in their offensive line. Go ahead, dial one up. Know that they can protect the quarterback and let him fling one downfield. They didn't get it there, but they sent a message for the rest of the game.
with Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Steelers with a feature reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll set up a throw. Penalty marker is down here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
Davis now. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw again. James has got it. Complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
They'll look to throw here. He's got time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. Long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Davis now surveying the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that's going to make it third down and 10. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They find some open field here. Give him 6 on the play. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one good for 21 yards. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And it's the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, 20. Shreds the tackle. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start. A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.